Hey there, Cutie and Cosplay here with another video. It all started with my favorite gaming villains. Now it's time for my favorite gaming protagonists. Wow, yay! Let's get into it. Alright, so my list is in no particular order. I will be starting off with Sonic the Hedgehog. So he is a character that I've had a love-hate relationship with. I enjoy playing as him, and I enjoy seeing him go through different stories when he is written well. From Sonic Adventure to Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic has really been an enjoyable character. He was caring and heroic, confident, but not too cocky, and whenever there was a threat, he took it seriously. But from Sonic Colors all the way to Sonic Forces, I really haven't liked him very much. That Sonic was a comedian, and that's all that his character seemed to focus on. During that era of games, I almost thought Sonic just wasn't for me anymore. But then Sonic Frontiers came out, and I remembered why I liked this character. Also, I love his design, just a cute blue hedgehog with a pinch of coolness thrown in there. Really great. Next up is Ryo from Shenmue, and you'll notice that I snagged his jacket today. So he is truly a fascinating character, more so in the English version of Shenmue. The way he goes around town interacting with people that care about him is admittedly fun to watch. He is extremely monotone. There's not a lot of emotion from him, which it makes him seem like a cold character, but through his actions you really see that he has a heart of gold. He's always helping his friends, coworkers, or even just random strangers that are in need of help, even when he himself doesn't want to. I know that feeling of not wanting to do something, but doing it anyway because it's the right thing to do, and it's truly great how much he does do it. Also, his design is simple but quite effective. Jeans, white shirt, and awesome brown jacket. I'm eagerly awaiting the next chapter in the Shenmue saga to help Ryo get closer to hunting down his father's killer. Looking forward to it. Next up is Kiryu from Yakuza. So he is such an amazing character. I love how masculine he is, while also being so sweet and even silly at times. I will never not love his many wonderful hobbies like karaoke, RC car racing, hostess club dating, and bunchon catching, to name a few. Also, his Japanese voice actor does such an amazing job of voicing him. No one can compare. Just all around so good, looks cool, really sweet, but also badass, just wonderful. Chef's kiss of character creation. Alright, next up is a little 2-for-1 since they're from the same game. I put together John Marsden and Arthur Morgan from Red Dead. So I first played Red Dead Redemption when I was a freshman in high school or something like that, that time frame, and I just fell in love with John Marsden. I already think cowboys are cool, but I really loved seeing John Marsden's story unfold, and I'll never forget his ending. I won't spoil anything in detail, but to young me that was just truly a crushing blow, unforgettable. And Arthur Morgan is a similar case, an outlaw trying little by little to change his ways and do some good for the world. Because I had loved John Marsden so much, I remember really disliking Arthur Morgan. I was like, get this guy out of here, and then you get to see John Marsden, and I'm like, yes, let me play as him. But by the end of the game, I had really warmed up to him, and I really appreciated him and his story too, and it was just nice. Really great. Next up is Lee from The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead was another game that I played as a kid, and Lee is yet another character that I was deeply drawn to. He constantly has to make tough decisions, and he's always looking out for Clementine no matter what. Similar to John Marston, I will never forget the conclusion to Lee's story and the way he has left a mark in my head and heart. Next up is Zach from Final Fantasy, and let me say that, boy, I have 3 tragic characters in a row here. Anyway, Zach is such a high-spirited, goofy, and sweet little bean. He's loyal and brave, and his story really gives you just a swift kick in the gut. So good. For such a short story, he just really leaves quite the impression. He looks great, he's so nice and funny, and he's just so wonderful. Next up is Geralt from Witcher. So I know him best from Witcher 3, and I just fell in love with him and his personality there. So strong and no nonsense, but then there's also all these delightful moments where he softens a bit, and you see his emotions, whether that's empathy, sorrow, happiness, what have you. Those little moments just become more special because of his outward demeanor, and he really does look badass taking down all these monsters 5 times his size. Great character, I love Geralt from Witcher 3. Next up is Sorey. There are many protagonists, but this one is my favorite. He's mine and I love him. He is truly a top contender for the sweetest bean, the most precious cinnamon roll. He's soft-spoken, loyal, selfless, and so silly at times, but additionally knows exactly when to be serious. I just love him to bits, and also love the dynamic he has with his best friend Mikleo. Also, as a side note, I love Sorey so much that anytime I recognize his English voice actor voicing someone else, I lose my mind and get so excited because it's Sorey! Yay! Also, he looks so good. I love his colors. I love his hair. Love so much about him. Perfect. And last, but certainly not least, and hopefully you've noticed he has finally made his place upon my wall, it's Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I find it very funny that 2 of the sweetest beans have brown, spiky hair, goofy personalities, and very similar sounding names. Sorey, Sora, Sorey, Sora. Sora is so goofy and very loyal to his friends, although one might say loyal to a fault at times. But Sora would never say that, and that is why he's precious. I do feel like they messed up his character a bit in Kingdom Hearts 3 and decided to keep him overly goofy to the point that he was seeming immature. Like, you've had some time to grow up. Come on, Sora. He really should have taken a page from Sorey's book when it comes to being goofy yet mature, but I digress. Regardless, I grew up with Sora and he'll always have a special place in my heart. He means so much to me that seeing him take his place in Smash seriously made me cry. I love, love, love him. So that is all the characters on my list. Today, there are definitely some honorable mentions that did not make it onto my list, but there's just so many good gaming protagonists out there, you know? It's hard to choose sometimes, especially when you don't want to make hour-long videos. Anyway, let me know in the comments some of your favorite gaming protagonists. I'm sure there's so many that I even forgot to add to my honorable mentions and also just did not have enough space for, and yeah. It's so fun to hear all the different characters that people are drawn to. So let me know in the comments who you like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!